Oh, where's your bike?
I'm the guy. Right here.
How long have you been here for?
We just got here.
Oh, what's
We
going on, dude?
just got here. How are you?
Hello there, CN Cyclers.
If you guys see the new Honda self-balancing bike, if you haven't, here's a video of it. Yeah, it also follows you around like a dog on a leash. But then there's also the BMW.
The Visionary motorcycle will offer an authentic ride experience that is safer than ever before.
In that Vision vehicle, we imagine all the downsides of riding a motorcycle to be gone. The vehicle will be so safe that you cannot fall over, accidents will be a thing of the past.
It's all made possible by perfect connectivity between rider, bike and the outside world. Intelligent assistance systems intervene to avoid critical situations, and a self-balancing mechanism enhances safety by regulating banking angles for inexperienced riders and increasing dynamics for more skilled ones.
So we assume in the future we won't have a helmet anymore. We have smart glasses, we call it the visor. And the visor, first of all, of course, it's a wind and weather protection. On the other hand, it gives the rider information. Apart from this, we reduced all displays of the bike. There is nothing to be seen, it's reduced to the max. And if you need information, you will find it on your visor.
I think BMW says that bike is something like 30 or 40 years from now, so quite a way off. So that's seriously concept. But as you saw, it's not only is it self-balancing, but it's basically doesn't let you crash. BMW claims you don't have to wear a helmet, you don't have to wear gear, that you can charge into a corner as fast as you want, and if you're going too fast, it'll calculate what's wrong and correct it. I'm not sure that that's going to help if somebody decides to blindside you on the freeway, but 30 or 40 years from now, cars might be self-driving too, so there may be zero chance of accidents at all. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of technology. I love it. I love additional safety features. I love anti-lock brakes. I think traction control is a great idea. I think professional ABS is cool, where it stops you on the corner. You know, if you're coming around the bend and there's a goat in the road or something, and you got to slam on the brakes, it'll correct itself and upright itself so you don't low side. Amazing, amazing. I embrace it. I love it. I don't care how good you are, but if you're screaming around a corner and there's a deer in the road, you know, your skill is only going to go so far. But here's my question, and I hope this is a controversial topic. I hope I get a lot of response on this, because I think it's going to spur a lot of conversation, and I'm not even sure what my opinion on it is, but is there such a thing as it being too safe on a motorcycle? I mean, I look at that BMW and I say, that's amazing, that's awesome, it's going to save lives, and you're still going to be able to enjoy riding a bike. But it takes any skill out of it. You can basically be a complete retard and jump on it and you're going to be fine. And part of the thrill of riding a bike is a little bit of the danger. Now, I don't want to fall, I don't want to crash, I don't want to do any of those things. But a little bit of the fun of it is the inherent risk that's involved. And by creating a motorcycle that is that safe and that smart, where you basically don't have to do anything. Now, BMW says they're going to have ways to turn it on and off, so if you want to turn the smart controls down, you can, and maybe they'll have a way that you can turn it off completely, so it's 100% on you. But is, you know, I think the same thing about cars. Like Google and Uber are developing these self-driving cars, and I'm thinking, well, that's all well and good, and we don't have to worry about DUIs anymore, and people, you know, won't kill each other. But part of fun of driving a car is driving the car. You know, if I'm in the middle of the desert on a straight way on my way to Vegas or whatever, then that's totally cool. But I'll sit back and relax and read a book and let the car go. But if I'm on a curvy road somewhere, having fun, I want the controls. So what do you guys think about that? Is it, I mean, if motorcycles get to the point 30 or 40 years from now where it just does it itself, I mean, you don't have to do anything, is there any point? Is it fun anymore? Is the prestige, if there is a prestige of riding a motorcycle, is that gone because it takes no talent? I mean, I think people that ride motorcycles sort of pride themselves on the skill that is needed, that you have to acquire over years to become a decent rider, you know, and that it's a rite of passage. The first few times you get on a motorcycle, it's petrifying. It's absolutely the most horrifying, scary experience of your life. And part of overcoming that and becoming comfortable on it is a rite of passage and sort of like a trophy on your wall. And I think that sort of adds to the brotherhood of riding bikes. And if the bike does everything for you, and it doesn't matter if you've been riding 20 years and you're a pro or you've never ridden before, you can ride at the same level because the bike will do it for you. Doesn't that sort of take something away from everything? From the prestige, from the bonds and all that stuff? And then there are purists. There are people that say, and you know, this is not me, this is where I disagree, that say, nope, anti-lock brakes are a form of that. Traction control is a form of that. You know, hey man, my traction control is my right hand. That's my traction control. You read that all the time. You know, for the guys that don't think that any rider aids should be involved. Now, I don't agree with that. You know, on the track or whatever, turning anti-lock brakes off and turning traction control off, you know, makes sense. Well, not traction control, but anti-lock brakes. But I don't agree with that. But there's a piece of me that says, gosh, if the bike is going to do everything for me, then I don't know. What's the point? What's the point? So, what's my question? Let me formulate a question for you all. What's the line? Does it not matter at all? Is a bike that rides itself, does it take nothing away from riding? Or does it take something away from riding? And if it does, what's the line? When does the line cross between it's still pure motorcycle riding to crossing over to it's a machine and a computer doing it for you? What's that line? Riddle me that.